unable to breathe. It's no wonder that trauma plays its part, attacks the heart, the #1 killer of dis-ease. Patches of pants, dresses, jackets, skirts, a myriad of colors mask the hurt of a nation who doesn't want us, but can't live without us. While we navigate white fantasies to stay in our place, silly rules, based on fallacy and race, forbidden fruit, yet you want to taste. Putting out lustful forest fires, sidestepping your wife's jealousy and ire for what? Good intentions fail, children unfairly jailed, as victims of a U.S. system conspired against them. From 1619, black women smarter, faster, prettier, but not seen. Brighter, strategic, wittier, but ignored. Lower wages, longer hours, constantly resetting her self-esteem, while society leans on her, clamoring to be fed from her bosom, because despite the stress and the strife, black women are purveyors of life. Taking care of business, loving our families, raising our children, code switching like traffic lights, and holding it down. Outside smiles, inside frown. I'll be all right. I'll be fine. Although weeping may endure for a night, black joy cometh in the morning. And still we rise, climbing towards the heavens like Jack and the Beanstalk. We sing, soften life's sting, gather the world in our arms, warm humanity our charm, chart new paths. We touch funny bones with deep-hearted belly laughs, boldly push past infinite fear, and rejoice. You see, these are the things you would hear if only the patchwork could talk.
Brother, my name is Sunjata. I'm here just to introduce Herman. I met Herman, I don't know how long ago this was, Herman, a long time ago. And I kid you all not. I met this brother maybe 15, 16 years ago. He looks exactly the same. So I don't know what he's taking. And there's a lot that I say about him, but the only thing you know is the brother is got a fountain youth somewhere. And so after he's done with his poetry, please ask him about the fountain of youth. He's a beautiful, beautiful soul. We only talked maybe a few times, but he stayed in my heart. You know, you meet people like that who you talk to them a few times, but they stay with you. And every time I see him, the same love that I saw the first time I saw him rekindles. And so I don't know a lot about his personal life, but I know I love the brother unconditionally, and he's going to come up and do a couple of poems. Come on.
Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? I got to start. Brother, thank you so much for that amazing. Give me that.
Real quick, if I'll wait to get the tag. If you're in a red car that's parked directly behind the gallery, you're blocking the driveway of our neighbor. So if you're in a red car, and could you please move the car? Thank you.
Is it the Subaru?
They're gonna let me know what it is. We just know it's red.
I thought I broke the rules. I'm sorry. I want to thank Brother Najee, his wonderful wife. I want to thank all of you for coming out. You look beautiful. This This is amazing. I gotta thank my sister, Monica. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for sharing your heart. Real quick, I'm a brother who loves women. I love, admire, and respect women, black women in particular. So I'm gonna share two pieces. One of the things I love is how loving and supportive and uplifting you are. And when you are a witness and you see greatness, you know, some of us want to record it to celebrate you. And we are in Women's Month, although women need to be celebrated all day, every day. So I'm going to celebrate some relationships. And this is what I've seen my mother and my sister go through, mother to daughter, and I've seen what my wife and my daughter have, and I think it's incredibly special. So the name of this piece is Mother and Daughter. Look at you. You are a gift. In you, I see every hope, aspiration, and ambition I have ever dared to dream right here before me. When you were placed in my arms, my first instinct was to wish away any hurt, pain, or disappointment, setback, or obstacle you might ever encounter. But then I thought, how unfair, how selfish of me to deny you your magnificence. In trying to keep you safe, my instinct would deny you the sweet taste of victory in your own right. Instead, I decided to trust. I decided to trust in you and God. I decided to trust in the greatness I knew had already been planted in you by the ancestors before you were even born. I knew to trust that if God would bring you to it, God would bring you through it. So I commend you, my dearest love, to your life and his unwavering hand. So now, as if we're talking about relationships, so sisters, you know, sisters by blood, sisters by choice. That's one of the most powerful forces in the universe. So I had to speak to that. So this is called sister. I know you're looking like, what the heck does he know? We take notes. We learn. We take notes. I see the sister in you. I see the love, wisdom, courage, heart, and faith. You are an unconquerable warrior, a beacon of hope, a provider, a nurturer, a sustainer. You are the blessing in whom all good is planted and cultivated, nurtured, until such time as when greatness is called upon to rise and receive its due. Oh yes, I see the sister in you, and all the greatness God, in his infinite wisdom, has made possible through you. I take great comfort in the knowledge that all I see in you also exists in me, the sister, too. Thank you.
Thank you, Herman. Can I call you Scoop?
Yes.
That's his nickname, y'all, but I didn't know he was a suit, so I was like, Scoop the suit. Questions, what y'all know about that red dirt? What does red clay dirt mean to you? Yes, ma'am.
That was my first experience walking a sidewalk in Georgia. I think it was back in early 80s. And it was on Piedmont and Peachtree. And I didn't know what it was because I'm from the north. I'm from Detroit. And I'm like, oh my God, what is it? By the time I got to where I was going from this job here, just got here, by the time I got there, the bottom of my shoes and like all this red stuff, I was like, what is all this stuff? And I remember calling home and telling my mom, I said, they ain't got no sidewalks next to me. That thing is red. So I specifically remember that experience, you know, and that was my very first experience with the Georgia red clay. And that's what they told me. Oh, that's what it is. I mean, I talked to people, that's what it was. I was like, oh, okay, now I know.
Now you know.
Yeah, that's my
Anyone else?
shoes.
What does red clay dirt mean to you? Sister Erin, I got you, sis. Yes.
So I heard you say Dawson, so I'm
Yeah.
from Albany.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh. So,
Neighbors.
we moved to Georgia about the same thing. Albany is infamous for making back alleys behind the houses, and they don't pay them.
was a tough nut to crack. Dr. King came down and got put in jail. They couldn't, I mean, it was rough. Red Clay Dirt, yes ma'am.
1976, the first year that I lived in the South that my parents were from. I come home from school ripping and running in my favorite shoes. Mom says, you know, we gotta throw those shoes away, right? It's never coming out.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, coming out of the night dance. You don't know about the night dance? Yes, sir.
I grew up in red dirt in South Georgia, Ocilla. You have to know what you're doing if you're going to grow anything in red dirt, but it can't be done.
I like that. That part. What is red clay dirt? It is history, lined with memories, red clay mile after red clay mile. Synapse of an unfair economic system that worked to birth infinite cotton fields and endless rows of pecan trees. An eclectic mix of human resilience, tribulation, and trial. Pungent red clay dirt brings fresh hopes on the smell. New beginnings after a heavy rain. Erasing the tracks of time, covering old sins, and easily becomes now a thick and restless pace, hiding the DNA of a past buried long ago. But no matter where you've been, or how far you've gone, red clay dirt forces you to come back again. Filled with lessons of what, when, why, and how, and the patience to be still, let things flow. You see, red clay dirt sifts like fine red flowers, smoothly running through cupped hands, burning a hole through human frailties, guilty with invisible crimes, gathering details and imprints every second, every minute, every hour. From the vestiges of slavery, reeling from atrocities spilled on the land, the spirits of the oppressed find a way to tell their stories, to loose the chains that bind. You see, red clay dirt is frankly forgiving, utterly unabashed, savoring secrets, haunted with hangings, fraught with freedom, harnessed by hope, primed with passage and calling for change. Red clay dirt is living with love. Red clay dirt is